Great, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert from Custodian File. Wanted to give you an update on the new Skinwalker episode, Season 4, Episode 12. A couple of Chinooks flew over Skinwalker. You probably saw this. If you didn't, it's worth checking out. One of my viewers was watching and applying the dragon theory here. So he found this before I did. A little jealous because this one was hard to see. This one was very hard to see, and I probably would have missed it even the first time around. But there it is. There's the dragon. I interpolated it. So if this science is real, it's repeatable. And if you've been watching my channel, you already know that. It's very repeatable. People all over the world are sending me videos. Or you go on YouTube and you can watch these UAP dragons at air shows. Same concept. They're just really fast, really fast. If you blink, you'll literally miss it because it will fly by when your eyes are closed in that blink. And you would expect this. When I see Chinooks flying anywhere, I look for dragons, especially over Skinwalker. I would have expected it. I'd been kind of surprised if it wasn't there. These days, I'm puzzled if I do not see UAP dragons flying with helicopters. I'm puzzled by it. Not that it's supposed to happen 100% of the time, but I'm puzzled when it doesn't. It just means that your camera was pointed in the wrong direction. And again, if you're a new viewer, I call them dragons because 6 years ago, I thought they were dragonflies. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I do want to hear from you, good or bad. If you're a new viewer, I know this is like an impossible new science, but it's been happening. I've been recording these for 6 years. Marina Del Rey is infested with these UAP dragons, and I think I'm getting closer to an answer. Let's go to the next. Okay, great. So on the episode here, the Skinwalker, they made a comment that these UAPs, these orbs, you can call them dragons. Maybe they're a little larger than a dragon, but it's kind of irrelevant. I'm sure if it is larger, it's the same physics, same concept in science. And as I've always said for many years, they're invisible to the human eye. So they're now saying this on Skinwalker. So we're doing very similar experiments. I mean, we're catching dragons with helicopters, catching dragons with Earth drones. If I was at Skinwalker, I'd keep it simple. Just release some party balloons. You don't even need fancy skyrockets. Just release some balloons, go to 150 feet. Boy, I'd really like to be part of that team. That'd be pretty interesting. But if you've been watching my channel, you know. So I just wanted to, they just posted this last night, invisible to the human eye. And so basically, yeah, they're repeating what I'm saying, and it's fascinating, and that's how science works. It's supposed to be repeatable. So great. Let's go to the next. I'm going to show you, they had some Chinooks getting tagged. I showed you the interpolation. Let me show you my Chinooks that are interpolated. Let's go to the next. Okay, so with the Skinwalker Chinooks, I thought, you know what, why don't I look in my library and see what kind of Chinooks I have. And of course, rather than just show you the video, look at the interpolations. So look, same identical technology. Marina Del Rey, Los Angeles. Look at these guys getting tagged. They're getting tagged. Hey, this is one I found in Boston, just random on YouTube. Look at these two Chinooks getting tagged. Same concept, same science, very repeatable, extremely repeatable. It's one of the easier things to do. The combination's out. We know about these UAPs, these small dragons. They're flying all over the world. They're everywhere. My theory is there's at least one every square mile on planet Earth. And Google says there's 197 million square miles. I think that's feasible. One per square mile. Yeah. So what do you say? There's about 200 million of these UAP dragons flying in our space all the time, even over the ocean. If you look at Vessel Finder and Plane Finder, you'd be surprised how crowded the ocean is. Very crowded. So they're everywhere. This is a new science, isn't it? It's exciting. Let's all get together, figure this out, figure out where they're coming from. By the way, just real quick, some people are saying, hey, can we throw a net? Can we throw a net up in the sky and catch these? It's a great theory, but no. Chances are, well, they would know what you're doing. They can time travel. They would know it's a trick. And they would just fly through the net. And actually, I just recorded a video of that, that I think depicts the evidence that it can fly through matter. By the way, it was just on Skinwalker again. It flew through the mesa. This UAP flew right through the mesa. And by some weird coincidence, I just recorded a similar video. All right, let's move forward. Great. I wanted to go back and revisit this video I showed last week. It's the LAPD on the 8th, flying rodeo racetrack for 30 minutes right here over the wetlands. Look at this dragon again, comes in from behind and does a nosedive right behind the chopper, heads toward the ground, sits there for a second, and then takes off and flies closer to the camera. And this was all within 5 minutes. Look at this, astonishing. The pilot saw that for sure. For sure they saw that. Look at these guys, they're looking at each other. Did you see that? Did you see that? What's going on here? The point is that I'm revisiting this because I reached out to a friend at the LAPD, and he looked into this for me because I wanted to know why were they flying over the wetlands? Like, who are you chasing? Who can run that fast in the swamp? Who can run that fast? So he said he inquired, and they told him that it was look at this, that it was a need to know only purpose. Basically, why do you need to know? And if you don't have authorization, you don't need to know. I don't understand. What kind of an answer is that? If you work for the LAPD, you're like, hey, why was the helicopter there? I would just say, what? You were chasing a speeder, a DUI, a bank robber. What's so top secret the way a helicopter flies? I'm missing it. I'm sorry, maybe you can share that with me. I'm missing all this top secret paradigms. All right, let's go to the next. Yeah, real quick here, you probably saw this. So again, the White House is saying, look, we want to tell you everything there is about UFOs. Our pilots are seeing something, 100% for sure. The Pentagon has very good video, but they're not going to volunteer that video. They're going to show us the worst video they have. But nevertheless, the White House is saying, look, if we had UFO video, we're going to show it to you. But yet, the LAPD is flying around, and what they're doing is top secret. So kind of odd. So let's go to the next, because I found some interesting video I think you want to check out. Okay, super. So the other day, one of my viewers said, hey, Robert, you should check out these guys, contact them, the slow motion guys, because they have these cameras that do like 1 million frames a second, something incredible. So I'm just looking at one or two of their videos, and they take this water balloon and fill it up and record it when it explodes. And look at this. Look what I accidentally find. I mean, like in the first 5 minutes. So this dragon flies in front of the camera. So obviously, I think it's a dragon. It's a UAP dragon. I think if you've been watching my videos, you would agree that's easily recognizable as a dragon. Obviously, the dragons are just as curious as you are. You're watching this water balloon blow up, and they're just a lot closer. They're like, shoot, what is this? This is amazing. So you know what? They had some high-speed cameras. I mean, I don't know these guys yet, but if they pull up the original video, because they had two cameras, one was right in front of the dragon. So, I hope I become friends with these guys, because I'm going to ask them to pull up that video You're going to have the best video on planet Earth of a dragon right in front of you. Okay, and then the last one, I've been saving the last one for the best here. Let's go for it. Okay, great. For the last video of the day here, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Let me get your feedback, good or bad. I don't mind. It won't hurt my feelings. I want to hear everyone's opinion. So check this out. A couple of days ago, my neighbor gets this giant box delivered, and I'm recording dragons all day. They're all over the place. And so I just zoom into this box just to see, you know, like, hey, I wonder how clear my camera can see. And then I go back. I mean, I'm not expecting to get no dragon, but look at this. A dragon on the bottom right corner takes off. And then all of a sudden you see this white silhouette on the side of the box. And then in the middle, you can kind of see the dragon there. I think this dragon went right through the box. This is what I think I'm looking at. This is a white silhouette of an image of the matrix of the dragon. And the camera can see, pretty much any digital camera can see IR. So look at these things to me, and this was just on Skinwalker, a UAP orb dragon went right through the mesa, and they're flipping out. And look at this, I recorded this by some odd coincidence. This dragon coming off the ground, it just went through the box like it wasn't there. It was irrelevant. And then you could see it come out of the side of the box in the middle. That's where you could start to see the matrix of the dragon. So very rare. But then again, you know, you just like, to get a video like this, you would almost have to assume, and I kind of assume these guys, these dragons, they hacked into the Wi-Fi of my camera. So they know how to position themselves. So what I consider as a lucky shot, maybe it's just, hey, we're really doing this for you. You think you're lucky, but we're doing this for you, because they could easily delete my video. They could delete the video in your phone. Shoot, our government can delete the video in your phone. That's no technology. What do you think they could do if they're 1,000, 10,000 years more advanced? What do you think they could do? But nevertheless, look at this lucky video. I interpolated it, slowed it down 64 times. But I think that's what I'm looking at here. Okay, give me your feedback. Until the next video, thank you again very much. You've been showing me a lot of love, support, your curiosity, your open mind. I appreciate that. Again, together, we're going to figure this out, and it's going to be a big payoff. We're going to understand electricity. These things are running on electricity. We're going to take a big advance. We're going to take a quantum leap into the future of physics. We're going to figure out how electricity works, and maybe the short payoff, we're going to have electric cars that go 1,000, 1,500 miles on one charge, and that's pretty darn exciting. If you can get me an electric car that goes 1,000 miles, I'm in on that. Here's my down payment. Okay, stay safe. Thank you again for tuning in. I know your time is valuable. Stay safe. Bye-bye.